troubleshooting the BE0, BE4, BE5, and BE7 alarms. As previously demonstrated in video 2, one thing, if this function for the BE0, 4, 5, and 7 is enabled on a multi-function input, this detection starts immediately at power up. So I'm going to turn this drive off. This is a Series 5 drive that we're using for this demonstration. I'm going to enable the input that we previously had set on terminal 5. I'm going to turn on the drive, and this input indicates that the brake is released. Now, instantly, the drive goes into an alarm condition, and it's in a BE7, and the drive will not accept any run commands. I'm trying to give it a run command with my device here, and it won't accept it until this condition is cleared. Now, it's important to note several things could possibly go wrong at a startup. For instance, the encoder is not wired up to the PGX3 interface card on a VG Plus drive. Again, we're using a Series 5. The PGX3 card's the same on a Series 4. If I have the BE7 detection enabled in the drive programming, the BE7 detection will override the PGO detection. So if you have two things wrong at the same time, the highest priority will be a BE7. That needs to be corrected before the PGO fault, PGO-1-H fault, is registered by the drive. So I'm going to clear this condition, hit the reset. Okay. Now another one that happens is if one gets a BE4 alarm at start and this function is enabled in the drive, this could mean that, in fact, the multi-function input that's been programmed to generate this condition is not active. In other words, the drive at this point has to see an input on that terminal, and if it doesn't, in the same time window that it's doing the BE1 alarm, it's going to trip out on a BE4. And again, the drive will not accept a run command. That's what I'm trying to do here. You notice the run lights flashing on and off. It won't accept that until this is reset. Okay, so I'm going to give it a run command. And now we're running. And now I've taken out the run command. You notice it said BE0, and then it went into BE5. Now, if the drive goes into a BE5 condition, it will mimic, to a certain extent, a BE6 alarm code condition. It will hold the load at 0 speed, so it's important to understand if the drive, a VG Plus drive, goes into a BE5, do not turn power off with the load in there. The drive will still allow itself to operate, albeit for a short period of time, but one can bump the load down.